already loved by others.
Hi, welcome to Monday Moments, your weekly dose of inspiration and positivity. In this episode, we're going to continue our dive into the powerful realm of self-awareness. And today, I'm going to share with you how I began my journey, and maybe it'll help you as you're starting yours. Well, I had hoped in this episode to share with you the results of my insight quiz that I took with Dr. Tasha Urich, but they're not back yet. So, in light of that, I thought I would go ahead and share with you how I began my self-awareness journey. You see, about 12 years ago, I was going through a very difficult time in my life. It was very challenging, specifically my marriage. And I was looking for answers. Then I was an avid internet researcher, and so I just began Googling. When you have trouble in your relationships, what do you do? And so many things pointed to look at yourself. You can't control the other person, look at yourself. So I thought, okay, how do I look at myself? I would replay conversations and arguments, and I would try to figure out what I was doing, but I had not been to therapy. I really didn't understand the dynamics of relationships, and so I came across a personality test. And this personality test was called the Myers-Briggs Type Indicator. And if you go on the internet, you can find it at 16personalities.com. And so I went on there and thought, okay, let me see what this has to say. This test is based on 16 different personalities, and it has broken them into 4 dichotomies or groups. So my results came out as ESFJ. E for extroversion, S for sensing, F for feeling, and J for judging. So I am an ESFJ according to their test. So remember, this is a personality test. And so each result, they have created a personality type. So for me, the ESFJ, the personality type, is called the console. The console is described as someone who is outgoing and friendly, who is highly attuned to the needs and feelings of others, is a natural caretaker, enjoys social interactions, and wants to help others feel comfortable and valued. This really resonated with me. This is how I function in real life. So there's definitely parts of it that are accurate. The ESFJ personality type is known for being organized, empathetic, and very community-oriented. Consoles are often drawn to roles where they can support and uplift others, whether in their personal lives or in professional settings.
Okay, let me explain this a little bit further. What they've done is they've broken their test into 4 dichotomies, which basically has to deal with how you perceive your world and how you make decisions. So the first dichotomy is extroversion versus introversion. The second dichotomy is sensing versus intuition. The third dichotomy is thinking versus feeling. And the fourth dichotomy is judging versus perceiving. Let's break those down a little bit further. So that first dichotomy is basically where you focus your attention. Are you focusing it out or in? The second is the way you're taking in information. Are you using your 5 senses or your intuition? The third is, how are you making decisions? Do you make them based on thinking or feeling? And lastly, that fourth dichotomy is how you deal with the world. Do you judge it or perceive it? Okay, now let's look at the 16 personalities. The INTJ is an architect. The INTP is a logician. The ENTJ is a commander. The ENTP is a debater. The INFJ is an advocate. The INFP is a mediator. The ENFJ is a protagonist. The ENFP is a campaigner. The ISTJ is a logistician. An ISFJ is the defender. The ESTJ is an executive. The ESFJ is a consul. The ISTP is a virtuoso. The ISFP is an adventurer. The ESTP is an entrepreneur. And the ESFP is an entertainer.
And there are many of these sorts of tests that you can take that just will begin to spark your interest. They'll give you a place to maybe talk with a trusted friend or a family member about what you discover. And it's really fun if you decide to take it with your friend or your family. I mean, at the time, I had my husband and my children take it, and we really enjoyed learning about each other and being like, oh, that's why you act like that. And then in some cases, it was like, oh, that always bugs me, but now I understand you're doing that because of this. So it was definitely a fun, easy, light place to start. I don't know that it's the most scientific, but don't worry about that. Just have fun with it. The point is that you take action toward becoming more self-aware. So if you've watched my videos and you've been thinking, I would like to become more self-aware, but I don't know where to start, try here. It's free, very easy to do. It doesn't take long. I think it's like 30 minutes or less. And I think you really will enjoy what the results have to say. Thank you for joining me today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so that you will not miss any future episodes. And I would love to hear your experiences with personality tests. So please comment below and let's chat. I'd love to hear all about it because I want to create a community where we can have this conversation and I can help you become more self-aware. Until next Monday.